temporary.
It's way deeper than that.
Yeah.
They're faithful because they don't want to get right. They don't want to get in a wrong space with God. Like that's
Yes.
their principle.
Yes, bro.
That they're standing on.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with the woman.
No.
In fact, because
No.
if that's the case, if the woman changes, all of a sudden my behavior changes. If the woman's gone, my behavior changes.
Right.
It has nothing to do with the woman. Or the woman's coming into my kingdom and how I operate.
Absolutely.
And that's what you stand on.
Yeah.
So that's a very big difference. And until a man is able to really get that level, get that standard in his life,
Absolutely,
and get aligned in that way, you know, his, like you said, morals, they'll always shake.
They always shake.
And they'll be, you'll be persuaded.
Yeah.
You'll be able to be persuaded and talked out of doing whatever it is you're doing.
You can justify principles. You know what I'm saying? You can justify, like, yeah, your principles are different from mine. Your principles are different. Everybody's principles are different. But then in terms of, I keep bringing this word up, kingdom, there's only one way to be. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, I stopped thinking of fear of God, of like, dang, I'm scared of God. No, I was like, fear of God to me means the fear of not having him, yo.
Right.
That, like, the fear of not having him, that scares me because I felt that for so long. I'll make certain, decisions that pull me away for 3-4 days, and I'm like, damn, I feel depleted, yo. Like, and then it's hard to get back into the Bible and reading it and listening to things. I hate that feeling. So like I'm like, this dog, I'm just gonna rock with you. You know what I mean? So
that's the only way.
There you have it. I want to ask this too because we talked about this a little bit before the show.
Yeah.
I want to know how this works, man, because
yo, guys, if you don't know Rotimi, I think the full name is Rotimi Okinoso. He's a Nigerian American. He's been acting in Power, like the 50 Cent series Power. Like I used to watch it back then in 2017. Yeah, it's really good. That's where I started to like Rotimi. And he's also a musician who happened to marry a woman from Tanzania. Her name is Vanessa D. Let me see if I can get Vanessa D on Instagram so you guys can see her. Vanessa D. I'll show you Vanessa D. This is Vanessa D. She's a superstar. She's got 9.2 million followers on Instagram. Verified artist, and she's married to Rotimi. This is her and Rotimi. You can see, like, I don't know if it's their latest clip, music and stuff like that. She's married to the guy Rotimi, and what Rotimi is about to reveal, my friend, you don't want to miss this. You really don't want to miss this. Rotimi is about to reveal a bomb.
Even when I'm thinking about you being a kingdom man in this,
so
that's the only way.
There you have it. I want to ask this too because we talked about this a little bit before the show.
Yeah.
I want to know how this works, man, because even when I'm thinking about you being a kingdom man in this, in the entertainment industry, that seems difficult, and you told me prior, your wife walked away from this space. She was one of the biggest artists in her own lane, in her own right, and she walked away. What exactly was the reason she walked away?
Well, she was so being an African woman and being a successful artist in Africa is like a crazy duality because in the African culture, women don't really, especially in East Africa, women don't really have a voice too much, right? And so when you're powerful and more powerful than certain men, it can kind of make it be like, if you don't go with anything that they say, she's this, she's that, she's that, she's da 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 da. So, and she didn't sacrifice herself with witchcraft,
right?
And for real, like she's been approached to elevate to the next level.
Oh, that's a real thing.
Oh, that's a real thing, bro. That's a real, like, witchcraft, voodoo, juju, all of that is a real thing.
To get to the next level in Korea.
Man, I really don't know anything. I don't know about witchcraft, voodoo. I've heard the word voodoo. Soccer players, they use voodoo so much. What is Juju? Yes. Bro, what's Juju, man? Do you know anything about Juju? If you know anything about Juju, let me know in the comment below because apparently I heard the word. I know African black magic, like witchcraft, but Juju, what's Juju now? Juju is crazy. And one thing that you need to know, like, is these musicians, these artists, these athletes, they do some stupid things just to maintain their fame. All right. And God says in the Bible that nobody else is supposed to be praised, to be adored the way people do to me, right? Therefore, the moment just you're just gonna want to become more famous, is like you are going away from the will of God. Remember, people like look at Noah. He has been rejected. Adam has been what? Has been deceived by Eve. Um, Abel killed his brother, right? Jesus got stoned and hanged on the cross. What was this? Moses. The Israelites, they like they were not listening. They were super fucking stubborn to him, even though they spent 40 years in the deserts and stuff like that. You see, so you need to understand that at some point the people, especially these demons and devils and stuff like that, they will see your shining star, your twinkling star, and they will want to take it away from you, right? Just like Michael Jackson said in the Jackson 5, they knew I was going to become something. They knew I was going to be someone, and they came to me and lied to me so they can take my stardom away and then use it in the wrong way and then kill me, right? So in Africa, musicians, footballers, they use witchcraft so much, and this is not just in Africa. In Hollywood, it's extra. Like Americans, they love witchcraft so much. I don't understand those people. Like I don't get it. Why? Can anybody just tell me in the comment why do they love witchcraft so much? It has no benefit at all because at the end it's just gonna destroy you. So why do you love the things that are going to destroy you at the end? Just accept who you are. All right, man, it's crazy.
Fear.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yes. It's a
Wow.
real thing. So she's been presented opportunities like, hey, this is what we do. This is how we move. This is the things that you have to do to get to this level by top execs. And she was like, I'm not with it. And then also, she wasn't going to sleep her way to the top. So then it caused her, and she didn't have management really for real. So, like, she's successful. She's doing all these things. And she's to the point where it's like, I'm drunk, man. I got a drink to get out my head and just find peace. And so, and that with liquor brought depression. So at that point, she was like, "This is not me. I love the music, but I hate the business." And she just was like, "I can't do it anymore." So that was how she kind of let it go. But yeah, witchcraft, warlocks, and voodoo, juju, black magic, all of that is
Juju. Juju. Man, this is also the reason why I remember when I came to Cape Town, I started to be in this movie industry and thing. But this is also why I told myself that I cannot continue in this industry. I always wanted to be in the industry, right? And I found that like industry, first of all, is for the people that are two-sided. Um, um, People that are homosexual, people. I'm not blaming anybody, but it's not just my world. Homosexual, gays, and stuff like that, transgenders, and things like that. And those people, they are being really favorized a lot more than us normal people. And also, they use a lot of drugs on set. Yes, I've seen that thing. So whenever you just tell me that you are in the movie industry, I literally know that you are related to drugs in somehow. Believe me, whether you deny this or not, but believe me, I have been there because I spent 2 years in Cape Town without working. 2014 to 2016, I was just working with agencies, and then it happened, and I quit. I have so many adverts, even some on my phone and stuff like that, but I left that thing. The guys that they call themselves models, they end up sleep with their bosses and stuff like that. Whether you are a man or a female, they turn you into a lesbian. I know a lot. And if you spend a day on a television, you're just gonna see the adverts. And I know some people that they do that. So this thing of initiating people because of their talent, it's never started these days. And I'm begging you, please, if you have any talent, in anything, football, music, or acting, creating, designing, if you have any creativity in you, which is I do believe everybody has a gift. I repeat, everybody has a gift. I do believe you have a gift, but you just don't know how to discover your gift. Never understand anyone. Never listen to anybody who's gonna come to influence you, to come and tell you you have to do this type of witchcraft sacrifices of bad thing to get to where you want to be. You can sacrifice your sleep, you can sacrifice your hours of eating, you can sacrifice some normal things because everything requires a small sacrifice. The comfort, you can sacrifice your comfort zone, right, to achieve some other steps of your life. But these things of blood or voodoo, juju, witchcraft, Illuminati things, never do that. The reason why I'm saying this is because if you have a talent, they can see it, but you can't see it. And for that reason, they will want you to do some nonsense stuff so you can pay them for your talent. And that the payment is going to be maybe you destroy someone in your family, maybe you kill your friends. All these rappers, they have the story, their friend died, blah, 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 their kids. Somebody like the child is born premature. That's how we know, like things like that. I mean, never done those things because you are dumb. Just wait for the right moment because God has gifted you something. Wait for that gift to be revealed and you're gonna make it. All right? It's crazy, man. It's really crazy.
Hyper real. That's what made me even believe more in God.
Right.
You know,
it's so crazy because you get desensitized to it. Because you will see like the interviews and there's people telling the stories.
But that's what they want you to do, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's the mission. Like the devil, the enemy can't really. He can't lie to you for real. He got to tell you what it is, and you choose to believe it or not. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this person drinks goat blood. Yeah, but I told you.
What? I told you. Crazy.
That it did, and it's not hiding it. It's just you just desensitized to it. That no, this is a real thing. You know what I mean? So that's just the ways of the devil.
Has it? You still in the industry? So has that caused any friction at all in your? How have you both been able to manage still being able to be in the entertainment industry and still standing on what you're standing on?
I just do the work, bro. You know what I mean? There's no gimmicks. You know, I don't do things for likes. I do it because this is my purpose. You know what I mean? So like, she knows who I am, so she knows she has nothing to really worry about. You know, so also she knows she has nothing to worry about, but then she also knows that, that how the industry is like. So she knows, oh, he's gonna be working long hours. He's got to go on tour. She did all these things at a high level herself. So she's just like my vessel to help me with that, you know. Yeah. So, and then she takes care of our kids. She got her own businesses, you know. So like it's a partnership that is just very unique, and I'm grateful for it. But yeah, I mean, for me, bro, like I go to work, you know, I'm not distracted. I love my supporters. We chose not to play the game of just, yo, what are we gonna do for clickbait? You know, that's where it goes left, you know. And so it's like, I know that I could slap a girl on the butt and be like, yeah, this is nice, da 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 da, and then grind on her, and then it's gonna go on Shade Room.
Right.
You know, I know I can do that. Then whatever song I'm promoting at that time is going #1. I know my tour gonna sell out, but I'm not a gimmick. You know, I don't believe in those things. You know, and I gotta answer to somebody hide in that, like, yo, bro, like, what are you doing? And so, yeah, so, like, yo, bro, like, what are you doing? And so, yeah, so again, we realized with that mindset that, yo, let's build situations like this. Like, for example, focus on the tour, focus on the people that genuinely love you, focus on the ability to captivate everyone that gets your message, and stop chasing things. So I surrendered to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I surrendered to that. So now, but in doing that, I realized how many artists can go on a 30-city tour.
Right.
How many artists can do that? Not a lot of artists can do that. And so when I realized, like, I say this, bro, the biggest thing between a goat and a sheep, I stopped trying to chase being a goat. A goat, if you look at a goat's ears are down, that means you don't listen. You don't listen. But a sheep is ready to listen, and the ears is perky, and they listen to the voice. I'd rather be a sheep, you know what I mean? I'd rather be a servant, you know what I mean? And then work that path. The goat, it ain't it, man. It ain't it. That's something else that they put in your head to think it's something else, and it ain't what it is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'd rather be a shepherd, you know what I mean? And if you look, I don't know if y'all do that, but look at a picture of a goat and look at a picture of the sheep. A sheep is ready to listen at any time. So that's what I changed, and everything just started opening up.
That's dope.
Did you? Was there any opportunities you had to turn down at this point in your career? Like, because obviously she was, in the industry on another continent doing business. Is it the same here in the States that you see a lot of those same practices and same things being presented for people to rise in their career?
Well, here back home is very straightforward. Like, this is what we do. Hey, this is what we do. Here, it's. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, because it's Africa.
It's Africa. Look,
you already exposed to this.
This is what we do.
Wow.
This is how we go about it. This is the warlock that we talk to. This is the village we go to.
Right.
So if you want to do it, you do it.
Standard.
Here, yeah. Here, and that's not everybody, but like, if it is,
I get what you're saying.
I get it.
But in terms of here, they mask it in different ways, man. Like, sex is in your face every day. Lust is in your face every day. Things that make you question your morals every day. Being a part of perpetuating gossip is every day. So like, you're consumed by it. Like, so you got to choose not to do it. You know what I mean? So that's, for me, I was like, okay, this is clever. It's the industry. It's a clever way to get you to do certain things.
Right.
It's, I got to do that to be. It's the same thing. Oh, so this person did that to get there. I got to do that to get there. Oh, I'll do that. It's the same thing.
Yo,
you know what?
That's what that makes me think of.
What?
When I see these award shows and these ladies pulling up, and it seems like the standard of being on these red carpets.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It seems like you got to be naked now.
Yeah,
that's like the trend. That's the current trend.
It's a trend right now. It's like the see-through clothing.
Yeah.
I gotta dress. The more, it's like the scantily clad ain't even enough. You damn near got to be naked now.
Absolutely.
To be in front of the world.
Yeah.
And this is now, because it's almost getting normalized to see these women be naked in front of us.
Yeah.
Which it really blows my mind.
Yeah.
That it's like this is what you got to do.
Agenda. That's the agenda.
Is that okay? So that's
intentional.
It's some group.
Yeah,
is pretty much passing these messages down to the management and the artists. And
absolutely, you got to go with it. This is what's hot. They, first of all, they funnel millions of dollars to put this in your face and make you think whatever you're watching is your choice. No, they put $2 million in an artist. They put $2 million in there saying she's gonna run the blog. He's going to run this. He's going to run this. He's going to run the playlist. He's going to run the music, and he's going to run TikTok. We're going to put 100.
So it's basically crazy. Like, the baddest influence is hectic, and you guys can understand that. It's like they implementing things to influence you in a bad way. So you can just forget about God. You can forget about God. You can just like go there and become what they want you to become. You see, these celebrities, sometimes when they walk, you just see like something is wrong with them. Like, I mean, it's hectic. It's not. They are not themselves. They are possessed. They're like, they have some stuff in themselves, inside them, and this is what they want you to believe. This is what they want you to go and do. I think that's it. If you want to watch the full interview, it's on Hardly Initiated. I like the podcast so much, and it's great because they're talking about some great stuff, you know. And you shouldn't be tempted to do anything like that. Otherwise, you're gonna regret your life. So that's it for today, guys. If you are watching this, please hit the button subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the button subscribe. If you are subscribed, activate that bell notification because we are uploading almost daily. So that's how you support the small creators. And I will see you in the next video. Ciao.